boys and girls, and happy Sabbath. I am so excited to be here with you for another Nature Nugget. And this week's Nature Nugget animal is extra exciting. So I hope that you are ready to learn about another one of God's amazing creatures. So let's go over clues. This animal has its body covered in armor. And clue number 2, they can hold their breath up to 6 minutes. Let's think about it. What animal did God create that has its own armor and it can hold its breath for 6 minutes? That sure is a long time. Well, if you guessed the armadillo, that is correct. This week's Nature Nugget animal is the armadillo. So the memory verse for this week's Nature Nugget animal is found in Ephesians 6:10, and it says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." And I think that memory verse is perfect for this week's Nature Nugget animal because just like the armadillo, God gave us an armor too. So let's go over real quick what God gave us to protect ourselves. First, we have the helmet of salvation, and knowing that we are saved protects us and sends the devil away. We also get to have the shield of faith, and your shield of faith stops all of the devil's tricks. How about the breastplate of righteousness? And this was given to us so that we will be able to be right with God, and he guards our heart. And we also have the sword of the Spirit. And in God's word, which is the Bible, it is our sword to help us protect ourselves against the devil. And we have the belt of truth. Jesus is the truth that shields us from the devil's lies. And finally, our shoes. God gave us boots to take us anywhere so that we can share and tell about God's love for everyone. I want to challenge you guys to purposely each day make sure that you are putting on each piece of armor, because each piece is so important to and protecting us against the devil's schemes. I know that I purposely try to put my own armor on so that I am more able to stand firmly against the devil's tricks. Well, now that we learned about our armor that we are protected by, let's learn some more about the armadillo. Did you know the armadillo has a long snout? It's very thin and pointed ears and long legs. The 9-banded armadillo snout is the longest of all the 20 species. The feet of the armadillo have sharp claws that it uses to dig burrows. The size of the armadillo depends on the species. It can be as small as 6 inches or as large as the 5-foot giant armadillo. The armadillo can be in many different colors, including pink, dark brown, gray, black, or red. The armadillo is a small mammal related to the anteaters and sloths. There are 20 different types of species of armadillos. All of them live in Central and South America, except for the 9-banded armadillo. It lives in the southern United States. The armadillo is the only mammal that has a hard shell. The shell protects the armadillo from predators. When it is frightened, the armadillo will pull up its legs so that its shell touches the ground. The shell covers the head, body, tail, and legs of most armadillos. The 3-banded armadillo curls up into a ball, completely covered by its shell. The armadillo is an omnivore. It eats a variety of things, including plants, insects, snakes, and small mammals. It has a long tongue that it uses to scoop up its food, such as insects from hard-to-reach places. The armadillo has very little fat and has trouble controlling its body temperature. In warmer areas, it is most active at night when it's cooler. In colder areas, it will hunt during the day. The family life of the armadillo depends on the species. Some like to live alone until it is time to find a mate. Some live with their mate. Others like to live in small groups. The female armadillo is pregnant for 2 to 5 months, depending on the species. She can give birth to 1 to 12 baby armadillos called pups. When the pups are born, their shells are soft at first, but harden after a few days. The pups nurse until they are 2 to 4 months old. When the pups are 9 to 12 months old, they are old enough to take care of themselves. Natural predators of the armadillo include dogs, wild cats, owls, eagles, hawks, and other birds of prey. The biggest threat to the armadillo are habitat loss and hunting. Most people see armadillos as pests. Armadillos are often run over by vehicles. They are not considered endangered. Well, that wraps up another Nature Nugget. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did learning about the amazing armadillo. And remember, like the beautiful book Steps to Christ talks about, we can learn more about Jesus and nature. The green fields, the trees, the passing clouds, all of it speaks to our heart and invites us to become acquainted with Jesus who made them all, including the amazing armadillo. All right, here are your clues for next week's Nature Nugget animal. Clue number 1, they lay up to 300 eggs. And clue number 2, they only eat mulberry leaves. All right, boys and girls, good luck, and I can't wait to see you again next week for another Nature Nugget. Bye!